This is Concacaf Video Signals, a Tuesday, April 21st edition. Today on Video Signals, we'll take a quick look at the first leg of tomorrow's Concacaf Champions League final between Cruz Azul and Atlante. The Concacaf Under-17 Championship starts today in Tijuana, Mexico. We'll preview the Group A teams. Let's go on a trip around the Confederation and finish the show with the always popular Concacaf quiz. We start with the Concacaf Champions League, where tomorrow night Atlante travels to Mexico City to face Cruz Azul at the Estadio Azul in the first leg of the finals. 4 players are suspended for the game. Atlante will be missing forward Giancarlo Maldonado and defender Luis Venejas, while Cruz Azul will be without midfielder Gerardo Torrado and Cristian Riveros. Video Signals will have a full preview in tomorrow's show. The Concacaf Under-17 Championship starts today with a Group A doubleheader at the Estadio Caliente in Tijuana, Mexico. In the opener, Honduras squares off against Canada. Honduras qualified for the Concacaf Finals by winning Group A of the Central American qualifying tournament, winning its 2 games by a total score of 10-0. 16-year-old Anthony Lozano of Olimpia scored 6 goals in that competition. Honduras is the only nation to compete in every CONCACAF Finals at this age group, 14 times in total. Los Catrachos have made 1 appearance at the FIFA U17 World Cup. Canada qualified for 4 FIFA U17 World Cups, but none since 1995. The Maple Leafs held a training camp in Carlsbad, California before heading to Mexico and are coached by Sean Fleming, who replaced Stephen Hart after 6 years in charge. In the nightcap, the USA faces Cuba. Cuba is the Caribbean champion, going 5-1-0 in the qualifying competition, defeating Trinidad and Tobago 2-1 in the title game at the Marvin Lee in Macoya. Keep a close eye on forward Randy Lizama, who scored in the final and quarterfinal of the Caribbean competition. Cuba has qualified for 2 FIFA U17 World Cups and was the CONCACAF champion in 1988. Alexander Gonzalez is the head coach. The USA has won 2 CONCACAF championships and is led by the high-scoring forward Jack McInerney, who has 4 goals in 4 internationals this year and 11 in 20 career U17 international appearances. The Stars and Stripes have qualified for every U17, U16 FIFA World Cup. Group B kicks off tomorrow night with another doubleheader. Guatemala and Costa Rica meet in the first match, while Mexico and Trinidad and Tobago close out the evening. This will be the first time since 1996 that the CONCACAF U17 event will be played at a single venue to determine a champion. The top 2 teams from each group earn spots in the FIFA U17 World Cup, which will be played later this year in Nigeria. Video Signals will be there to bring you all the action. Now, let's take a look at what's happening around CONCACAF. Cyrano Glenn scored 13 minutes after the opening kickoff, and Devin Jamerson and Robert Primus added second-half goals to give San Juan Jablota a 3-1 victory over 10-man Inter Moengo Tapo yesterday, sending the Trinidad club to the semifinals of the CFU Club Champions Cup. The result in Suriname completed a 5-2 aggregate victory and advanced San Juan Jablota to the single-game semifinals on May 15th in Macoya, Trinidad. Jablota has moved within 1 win of advancing to the CONCACAF Champions League. Tempete FC of Haiti moved closer to the semifinals with a second-round, first leg 4-0 win over Antigua's Green Bay Hoppers, getting a pair of goals from Alifine Cadet. Cadet tallied in the 43rd and 71st minutes after Charles Herold opened the scoring in the 28th, and Amias Thompson added another in the 35th at the Antigua Recreation Ground in St. John's. Tempete will host its home leg in St. Marc on May 1st. 3 teams qualify from the Caribbean Championship to next season's Champions League. And that completes our brief trip around CONCACAF. Now it is time for today's CONCACAF quiz. Yesterday, we asked if you could name the player who scored the USA's only goal in its 5-1 1990 World Cup Finals opening loss to Czechoslovakia. Our thanks to everyone who sent in a response. The correct answer is Paul Caligiuri. Today's question keeps us with the 1990 World Cup Finals. Costa Rica won its opening match against Scotland 1-0 thanks to a goal from Juan Cayasso. Can you name Scotland's goalkeeper that day? If you think you know the answer, please send an email to VideoSignals@concacaf.org before 12 p.m. New York time tomorrow. Those answering correctly will have their names placed into a weekly contest, where the winner will receive a CONCACAF prize. Well, that's all for today. Please remember to visit the Concacaf website for all your Champions League news. Thanks for joining us at Video Signals, your source for Concacaf news.